Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is a brand new Python tutorial video, and in this video I'm going to teach you guys how to get data from the web and print it out. Before that, let's revisit what we learned last time. So last time we learned how to read and write files. So basically we learned how to create new files using code, and also how to write on top of it, and also read other files and bring it out. So that's what we learned last time, and without further ado, let's get into today's lesson. So let us first import a module. So we're importing the urlib module, and the specific component will be the request component. Then you have to make a URL, and in that URL you have to assign it with the data, with the URL data. So you can get it from any site, but I got it from Yahoo, and this is the data, and it is something about finance, about Google's history finance thingy. I don't know what this data contains, but yeah, you can get it from anywhere. And then let's make a function. Let's name the function data printout. And then the function should take the parameter csv file, because the data in the URL will have a csv format. So then the code needs to know that it is a csv type of data. And then you have to tell what will our response be. So then we have to use the urlib module. So request URL open, which opens the URL, and it takes the same parameter, csv files. Alright, so now we need it to read the data, not just open it, but we need to read the data as well. So then we make another variable. I named it csv, and then say response.read. Yes, so it is just reading the response now. And then after that we need to change this all into a string, because if not, it's gonna the data is gonna get printed out in list, and we don't want that. So we want it in, how do you say, string, or we want it in a sentence. We don't want it inside square brackets. So let's make another variable. Let's name it csv string, and this is what you use to convert data into string. So basically anything inside that bracket will get converted into a string. So csv is now going to get converted into a string. Then now let's print out csv string. Alright, so now the last thing we need to do is print out the data. So our URL, so as I mentioned here before, the parameter it takes will be the csv file, and it is basically the URL of the data we're extracting. So we have to put down the variable of the data, variable in which we stored the data in, and then our code is done. So I'll basically explain it again, because at first when I was learning it as well, it was kind of very complicated. So here it's just importing a specific component from the module urlib, and then in this one it is creating a new variable, and it is assigning the data URL into it. So you can go to any site, you can go to finance.yahoo.com and just get a historical data of your company, and I'll link that in the description below. And then now it is creating a function, and it is taking the parameter csv file, which will be the URL, and again the URL data in the URL are in csv format. So we are now making the response. So response will be, it is supposed to open the URL, and this is supposed to read the thing, and this is supposed to convert all of the data into a string, and this is going to print out the data. So that's pretty much about it. And then this is just calling on the function and putting in the specific parameter. So let's just run this guy, and here, so this is all the data. It is not well formatted, so this I will teach you guys how to format it. I'll teach you guys how to store this data into a new file and create a new file over here in the next lesson. So stay tuned, and that's pretty much about what I'm going to teach you guys for today. So don't forget to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up. I'll see you guys in the next video.